Hi, friends. In case you missed it, I took about 4 months off from putting out new episodes of Savvy Podcasting for Entrepreneurs, and I've missed you guys. I had been running the show and putting out new episodes almost every single week without stopping, aside from like the occasional holiday break since 2018, since I started the show. And honestly, I was starting to feel a bit burnt out. And I saw myself skipping weeks and like kind of doing things very last minute. So I knew that if I didn't take some things off my plate, I was going to start dropping the ball in other areas of my business, which obviously I didn't want that to happen, especially as I was going into maternity leave and I had a bunch of like things that I needed to get done, like absolutely must do's, non-negotiable things to get done before I was going to take 2 months off. But now that I've had 4 months off, I'm really ready to get back into publishing new episodes of the show again and continue bringing my knowledge on podcasting. I've really missed putting out new episodes. I love talking podcasting. I've been doing it still in my email every single week. However, I just love the audio format, so I really missed it, and I'm glad to be back. So you might be wondering, what did I do during my break? So during my break, I brought my second child into the world. Her name is Emery, and she's now 2 months old. So in that time frame, I've been adjusting to becoming a mom of two, and obviously prepping for the maternity leave the other 2 months before that. And so far, everything's been great. I obviously have a lot less free time than I did before, especially at night. My 3.5-year-old is sleep trained, and he sleeps through the night with no issue. So I really got used to being able to do whatever I wanted between the hours of 7:30 and 10:30 p.m. until I went to bed, essentially. And now with an infant who doesn't go to bed as early as my preschooler, my evening free time is definitely much more limited. But I acknowledge that that's just a season, and I'm going to have free time back at night in the future. So I'm not fretting about it. I mean, of course, in the moment, you're like, oh man, I just wanted to like chill and read a book, or, maybe I wanted to work some more, but it is what it is. It's not forever. I'm not going to have an 18-year-old waking me up in the middle of the night because they're hungry. So just got to embrace where we're at. So that's where I've been. That's what I've been doing, just focusing on my family and kind of doing the tasks I need to do for clients and keeping track of that. And that has been my priority. But yeah, I did miss podcasting and putting out new episodes every week. However, at this point in time, weekly episodes are not sustainable for me for this show because I do have another show, the Moms Make Money podcast, and that one is weekly. So I can't be doing 2 weekly shows with my current schedule. It's just not going to work. So let's talk about what the show will look like going forward. So to make the show more sustainable for me, I'm going to be dropping down to doing episodes every other week instead of every week. So you can still get your fix of content about podcasting, and then also I'm not overextending myself. It kind of gives the best of both worlds. You guys are getting content 2 to 3 times a month based on, how many weeks are in a month. And I'm getting to still put out episodes, but not just feel like all I'm doing is doing stuff for my podcasts, because obviously I have client work and other things I need to work on as well. So the episodes are going to be similar in nature to what they've been in the past. Basically just quick tips on starting, growing, scaling, and monetizing your podcast, with the occasional guest episode covering a specific aspect of podcasting that isn't necessarily my forte, because while I know a lot about podcasting, I don't know everything about podcasting, and I can't accurately speak to everything about podcasting. So that's where guest episodes will come in on occasion. So really the main thing changing is the frequency of new episodes, and I really feel good about being able to keep up with the schedule. Maybe in the future I will go back to weekly again once I have more time and, my daughter is in daycare and stuff. My son's in full-time daycare, my daughter is not. So maybe we'll go back to weekly in the future, but as for now, we're going to be doing it every other week. So that means the next episode will be dropping in 2 weeks, and in that episode, I'm going to be sharing my 2024 podcast prediction. So stay tuned. I am also planning on kind of revamping the intro outro because it hasn't been done in a while. So I'm going to do that. Maybe get some fresh cover art. Maybe not. But definitely the intro and outro and ad segments will be revamped over the coming weeks. But I would just love to know, what type of content do you want to hear from me going forward? You can let me know over on Instagram. My handle is at jenny.suneson, so that's JENY.SUNESON. I would love to hear from you guys because, I've been podcasting for so long. Sometimes I kind of forget what people want to hear, and sometimes I forget to get back to the basics that people need. So, I can't wait to hear from you, and I can't wait for the next episode to drop in 2 weeks, and I will see you guys then.